Got to be real.
Be real. Be real.
Sergio Martinez, Miguel Cotto. They're facing off now, and the fight's almost upon us. I've been looking forward to this fight before, but I'm really looking forward to it now. More recently, I've been looking more and more forward to this fight as time's gone on. I've been watching. It's not really been the build-up. It's been more the question: who can win this fight? Can Miguel Cotto? There's a lot of history involved in this fight with the two fighters. Not in regards to disrespect between both of them. That's only been recently since the fight's been announced. But really, Miguel Cotto is an old fighter. And Martinez is an older fighter. They've had tremendous fights in the ring, and it's time to see now who can take this spot and who can win this fight. He's at a catch weight of 159 pounds. And the question I've got to ask is, Martinez is not fighting at his natural weight. He's having to drop down. Cotto is having to move up. So naturally, Martinez is going to be the bigger guy, but the speed will lie with Miguel Cotto. And Miguel Cotto isn't necessarily a huge 154 pounder. He's an average 154 pounder, moving up from welterweight. However, when you look at the two, if they were to both fight at the same weight class that they're both comfortable in, pound for pound, we're talking. Say if Martinez was a bit smaller and they were to both fight at 154 pounds, I feel that Cotto would edge this fight, and I would definitely be going for Cotto. However, there's a few logistics involved in this, and that is the way that Martinez is a far bigger fighter. He's always won his fights. Cotto, we know, hasn't always won his fights, but I really do believe that what Freddie Roach is saying, that Cotto is the better fighter out of the two and the better boxer out of the two. I feel that Martinez, it's true, is very athletic. He has the power, he has the speed, but does he have the boxing of Cotto? No, he doesn't. He truly doesn't. But sometimes in boxing, boxing IQ doesn't always do it. Sometimes natural ability takes over. I think we saw that was very apparent in the Carl Froch versus George Groves fight recently. And with this fight, I don't think it's going to be different. Yeah, you heard me. I think Sergio Martinez is going to take this fight, and that's my prediction. However, I will not be surprised if Miguel Cotto wins this fight. Now, how do I see this fight going? I see Martinez stopping Cotto, or I see Cotto outboxing Martinez. I can't see a stoppage for Cotto. I don't think Cotto can stop Martinez. I think that it's possible as well, though, that this fight could be stopped and Cotto could stop Martinez. And the reason is because when Cotto fights, he's going to be cutting off the ring and getting in and really trying to exchange with Martinez. And when they exchange on the inside, I feel that Cotto is the better boxer and he will land the cleaner punches. However, the power punches will for sure come from Martinez on the inside. The outside, however, will be dominated, in my opinion, by Martinez. I think he's stronger. He's not necessarily faster than Cotto, but he's more athletic, and he's just got he's got a nice little jab. Whereas Cotto has a stiffer jab, and I feel the better boxer out of the two for sure is definitely Cotto. But I feel that Martinez on the outside will dominate with his power, with his weight. I feel that, and it doesn't usually work like that, but I feel that that's how this fight is going to go, because Cotto, I think, is the better inside fighter out of the two. I see Cotto cutting off the ring, working his jab, working the body, going to the head, he could potentially drop Martinez. You never know, but you see, the thing is the weight advantage for Martinez, and I really do feel that the weight advantage for Martinez and the strength advantage will play a factor in this fight. I just feel that Martinez doesn't lose when it comes up against the elite, whereas Cotto has had close fights with Paulie Malignaggi. Do you know what I mean? Where is Paulie Malignaggi and where is Julio Cesar Chavez? Do you see my point? Like, they're two totally different weights, and Cotto has fought Malignaggi, but it's a different weight class and a different thing. And I just feel that although Cotto wiped out Rodriguez recently, I believe his name is, and he was a good fighter coming up. I think he had a high knockout ratio, if I'm correct. He was a good fighter. I was quite impressed with him. I was looking at him, and Cotto wiped the floor with him, annihilated him. But that was at 154 pounds. That guy isn't an elite 154 pounder. I've said in the past that Cotto although I love him and I think he's a very, no homo, right? Although I love him as a boxer, right? And I think he is a very good fighter, I feel that this is a step too far from him. And I feel that he's not the kingpin of 154 pounds, let alone a higher weight class. I think that at 154 pounds, Canelo can beat Cotto. I feel at 154 pounds, Lara can beat Cotto. I think that Cotto lost against Austrian Trout. I think that although he wasn't ready for the fight, which I do believe that he wasn't ready for the fight, I do feel that him teaming up with Freddie Roach has improved him as a fighter. That's why I give him a chance against Martinez. A lot of people don't give Cotto a chance. I give Cotto a chance in this fight. I think that he has a strong chance. I think he could win the fight. He's got the better experience, faced the better fighters. But the thing is, he hasn't won all his fights. What he's doing here, I can really see him doing that to Martinez, because Martinez isn't very good on the inside. And under Freddie Roach, I see Miguel Cotto having a very good game plan. But you see, the problem is his defense has never been that good, and I don't feel that Freddie Roach has improved his defense. If Freddie Roach has done anything, is bring out his offense, bring out a more natural Miguel Cotto. Martinez is, in my opinion, the A side in this fight. I think that he's the favourite to win, and I'm gonna go with the favourite this time. A lot of the time I do go with the underdog, but this time I'm gonna go with Martinez. I think that I can't see Miguel Cotto going up against Sergio Martinez at that weight class. And when Martinez hydrates up, he'll be stronger. He's gonna be, it's going to be very difficult for Cotto to muscle him around the ring, and the thing is that that's always been Cotto's game. I mean, we look at Cotto, who lost to Austrian Trout. Now I know that Trout beat a Miguel Cotto whose heart wasn't in it. He looked like he wasn't, ready for the fight. He wasn't up for it. He didn't fancy it. I don't see that Cotto turning up to the ring against Martinez. I think we're going to have a really good Cotto coming in the ring. But I mean, you look at Erislandy Lara. He took out Austrian Trout. Canelo took out Austrian Trout. So they're the two kingpins of the 154-pound division. Now, if Cotto lost Austrian Trout on a bad day or a good day, if Cotto lost to Trout, I mean, what's there to say that he can beat Canelo Alvarez or that he can beat Erislandy Lara? You see? I mean, could he really go up in a weight class and beat Julio Cesar Chavez? I mean, styles make fights, but I just feel like Sergio Martinez is a far bigger fight. I mean, if you put Canelo in there with Martinez or Lara in there with Martinez, I think I would favour Martinez to win them fights against Lara maybe. But I don't think not necessarily against Canelo. I think Canelo packs a good punch, and I don't think Martinez's chin is up to the test. Which brings on to the next topic. Martinez does not have a wicked chin in the higher weight class, and I think that with all the build-up and with all the hype that's been surrounded, and with the disrespect that Martinez has gotten over the years from Top Rank, from HBO, he's not being recognized as the A-side fighter in this fight against Cotto, I do think that Cotto stands a chance in a knockout in this scenario, because if Martinez comes and he decides to exchange wildly, which we've seen him do against Julio Cesar Chavez, you don't know. Cotto's good on the inside, and he will place his punches correctly, and I think he will beat Martinez to the punch on the inside, and he could knock Martinez out. So my predictions for the fight, if I was the betting man, what would I do? I'd put Martinez by knockout. I don't think Martinez will take the fight to points. I think he will stop Cotto within 12. I don't see Cotto going 12 against Martinez if it's that sort of fight. And on the other side, I can see Cotto winning this fight on points, outboxing Martinez and hurting Martinez a few times, or even potentially stopping Martinez. Is very possible. We just don't know how Cotto is going to look when they're fighting at the catchy of 159 pounds, because for all we know, Martinez might be slightly draining himself at 159 pounds, and his chin isn't that good at that weight class that he fights at anyway, and he's never been really big at that weight class as well. So, there's a point to be made here that if Martinez comes down in weight class, could it be possible that Cotto could knock out Martinez? I believe it's possible. But having looked at all the logistics and having looked at everything, I just feel that Cotto's going to be too small, and he's been beaten by Austrian Trout. and I feel that Cotto's gotten older since then. Although he's more rejuvenated with Freddie Roach, his body has aged. He's been in some wars, and I feel that Sergio Martinez, will take this fight. But then there's the knee issue of Martinez. There's a lot of factors taking this fight, so I really believe that it could go either way. I've never sat on the fence in a fight before. I'm going to kind of sit on the fence in this fight, but I am going to go for Martinez to win the fight. I think that he'll break Cotto down, bust Cotto up, and potentially knock Cotto out and stop him. Although I'd like Cotto to win, I'm going to go for Sergio Martinez to win this fight. Tremendous fight, but I just think he's stepped up when he needs to step up, and Cotto has not. He's not ready for this weight class. I think it's too much of a step up. Let me know what you guys think. Comments in section below. Subscribe as always. Who have you guys got winning this fight? Have you got Cotto or have you got Sergio Martinez? It could go either way. It is truly, in my opinion, a 50-50 close fight. Simply because we don't know how each fighter is going to look on the day. Martinez has ring rust as well. Cotto, again, moving up a weight class. How will he look in the new weight class? What do you guys think? In a bit.